I'm Dr. Dagny Zhu, and I'm a cornea, cataract, and laser vision correction specialist in Los Angeles, California. I'm also a first-time mom of a 2-year-old boy, so this topic about how blue light can affect our children's eyes is very important to me, and I'm so happy to be here with you all today. Blue light is part of the visible light spectrum. It actually sits right next to ultraviolet light, which we all know can be very damaging to the eyes. And blue light itself, a specific portion of that spectrum, poses potential risks because our eyes aren't very good at filtering it out. So more can pass through the eye to the retina. And that's probably why you hear about so many devices and technologies that we can use now, like blue light blocking glasses, blue light blocking filters for our digital devices, to help limit some of that exposure to blue light because digital devices emit so much blue light and we're spending so much more time on screens today. What's interesting is that blue light is all around us. Actually, the greatest source of blue light comes from the sun. The problem is that because we're using so many more digital devices, spending more time on our screens, we're holding these devices a lot closer to our eyes. And so we're getting more blue light exposure at a closer proximity than ever before. And this blue light comes from multiple devices in your home, including your computer, laptops, your smartphones, your televisions, even your fluorescent and LED lamps at home. And so that's why ophthalmologists and optometrists like myself are so passionate about getting the word out about the potential risks of blue light and finding solutions to curb our rising exposure from electronics. Children's eyes are even more vulnerable to the effects of blue light exposure because their eyes just don't filter blue light as well as adults' eyes. For one, their pupil sizes are larger, so it allows more light to reach the back of their eyes. And number two, the lenses within their eyes are more transparent and clear, unlike adults' lenses. And so, in addition to the anatomical differences of children's eyes, which explains why children may be more vulnerable to blue light, children tend to hold digital devices a lot closer to their eyes. And we all know that increased proximity of these digital devices to our faces and eyes correlates with increased exposure and intensity of that blue light. Every year, more and more research is coming out showing about the effects of blue light on our eye health. And these effects are even more staggering in our children because of the increased time that they're spending on their digital devices. So since 2019, screen time in kids has more than doubled. And here are some more staggering statistics. In children aged 8 to 12, they spend about 4 to 6 hours a day staring at their screens. And when you ask educators and parents, 76% of them say that their children are spending more time on their screens since the onset of COVID. And parents have also noticed that their kids are symptomatic. About 1/3 of them say that their kids experience some sort of symptoms related to digital device use. Screen time has become not only an eye health issue, but it affects our body and our well-being overall. So we know that screen time can contribute to dry, irritated eyes, but it also affects our sleep qualities by inhibiting our sleep and dysregulating our circadian rhythms. It causes blurred vision and headaches, but it also affects our ability to concentrate. And so we have reduced attention span as well as reduced cognitive performance. We're just not thinking as sharply with all of the screen time. Doctors, teachers, and parents are growing more and more concerned about blue light exposure in our kids. If you ask eye doctors, about 94% of us are concerned about the rising screen time and prolonged exposure to blue light. Of parents, about 85% of moms and dads are concerned about the impact that digital devices are having on their kids' eyes. And over 60% of parents and teachers think that schools have a great responsibility to protect our children from blue light.